Hello, and welcome to Lumpia and Latkes. I'm Jay, a Filipino-American.
And I'm Mitch, an American Jew. We are friends
And former co-workers.
who riff all day at work and decided to create this podcast for extended conversations on anything that intrigues us.
We won't always get it right, but we'll do what we can. Thanks for joining us. This episode, New Year, New Me. New Year, New Me. This is going to be the last recording before the new year, before 2026.
That's right.
We were recording this on December 29th. Yeah, it's 2 days, right? No, 3 days?
Yes.
3 days.
Yes.
Yeah. So we are talking about the actual New Year, not the Jewish New Year, which is Rosh Hashanah.
Yes, Rosh Hashanah. Yeah, Rosh Hashanah was back in September, sir.
September 22nd to September 24th.
Yes,
just passed.
otherwise known as the High Holidays.
That's right. It's the High Holy Days, first the High Holy Days for the Jewish people.
For those that don't know, the Jewish calendar is based off of the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
So there's 13 months in a Jewish calendar.
Yes. And then I think the regular calendar is based off of the Mayan calendar, isn't it? Is it not?
No, I thought it was Greek.
Greek calendar?
Greek or Roman calendar? Or Roman calendar.
I don't know. Sure. I don't know. Either way. So we're not talking about that. We're not talking about Rosh Hashanah. We're going to talk about the actual New Year. You know, we're getting end of the year. We're getting for 2025, 2026. 2025, what a ride, man. Not really. Not much happened. Honestly. I don't know. Did anything? I'm sure there are things that happened, but nothing that's memorable for me. I don't know. Anything that really happened? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. We're at the end of the year. That's all. Time for people to make their New Year's resolutions. Time for see the ball drop, all that good stuff.
Yes.
So, I'm Filipino. We have some Filipino traditions that we do. There's a couple things. So you have to wear polka dots. And you wear polka dots because it's a symbol of wealth. It's like, I guess it's because like the circles for like almost like coins in currency. So it's supposed to bring good wealth and good luck to you in the future.
When do you have to wear the polka dots? What day?
Polka dots, you're supposed to wear them on Christmas Eve. Not Christmas Eve, crap. New Year's Eve, and then all through New Year's Day. Yeah, until New Year's Day is over, and then you can take them off and put on regular clothes. And then similar to that, you also have to. I've never done it, but like I've never done the way that they want you to do it. But they want you to have crisp bills. It's supposed to bring good luck, and also for children, they're supposed to carry around change in their pockets. I have done the other way where I do it every year. I spread out bills and coins on the floor. It's supposed to bring good luck throughout the space.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, sometimes also in like the Philippines, they actually throw the coins in their pockets up in the air, and then people can go grab them, kind of like almost like a piñata type effect,
Interesting. Okay, so what about all right? So you put coins out like in your room per se, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. How much do you throw out?
Gosh, whatever change I have in my room, I usually have a bunch of change, and then I go to the ATM, take some 20s and 5s and 1s, a good couple $100, throw it on the floor.
So you throw a couple $100 onto the floor.
Mm-hmm.
On New Year's Eve and New Year's Day?
On New Year's Eve, and then as soon as the ball is done dropping, I pick it back up. I don't know when you're supposed to pick it back up, but I pick it back up immediately because I'm like, this is my money. I need it back.
This is my money. I need it now.
I need it now. Right. I need more money. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and not just leave this on the floor. But,
and then you just put it back in the bank, right?
Yes, absolutely. I'm not keeping that in my wallet. It's crazy. I only keep exactly what I need on me at all times. I don't need extra.
That's
too
fair.
Much. That's how you set yourself as a target. But anyway, other than that, you also have to get, I believe it's 13 round fruits. And again, round is supposed to bring good luck. And 13 fruits because, for the months of the year, and then one to grow on type thing.
Right.
Yeah. So you take the 13 fruits and you put them in a tray or some sort of dish on like a living room table or whatever.
What's the fruit of the year? What's the fruit of choice this year?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm sure there is a fruit of choice, but we usually just get whatever's available at Kroger and get 13 different ones. It's like, you got to get what you can get, man. You can't always
Okay.
find different ones, right? So,
Sure. So 13 grapefruits or 13 oranges
different. They
or
had to be different. They had to be
you
13
got to get
different ones.
13 different items. So
Different.
apple, pear, plum,
Yeah. Apple,
peach.
I think apple counts. It's got to be like completely round. So we're talking like grapes, maybe,
Okay.
maybe blackberries, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Blackberries.
Blueberries.
Okay. Blueberries.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Orange,
Yeah.
grapefruit.
Yeah. A
But it's
watermelon,
got to be a
personal
fruit.
watermelon. Yeah, it's got to be fruits.
Really? You're going to grab like a big ass watermelon?
I mean, the personal watermelon, the PRS watermelon, the small, like, circle one.
Okay. All right.
You can
That's
you
still
can put
kind
that
of
in there.
big though, man.
It is.
What
It
about
is.
a cantaloupe?
Yeah, cantaloupe works.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
that way you can eat it, right? In
Yeah.
the end, you're supposed to eat
Oh,
it
yeah,
all,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure.
you're supposed to eat it, yeah. You're supposed to definitely eat it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got to go do that at some point, buy the fruits again. And
And
then,
you're going to do that, and I'm assuming you're meant to eat it on New Year's Day,
sure.
or just eat it before it goes bad.
Eat it before it goes bad. That's pretty much
Okay.
it. Like, don't waste the money.
I see.
But eat it at some point just to, because it's from the New Year's. And then also you open the doors and the windows and turn on all the lights. And what that does is allows the bad energy within the house to escape
Yeah.
and leave, as well as also any bad spirits to leave.
Right.
And also the lights also chase away, that bad energy as well.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
that's all the stuff I know of for Filipino traditions. There's also something called I found on another website called Medianoche, which is it's based off of also Spanish traditions because Filipino is also very closely tied
Okay.
to Spanish stuff, right? So Medianoche is basically it's midnight and you are supposed to have a giant feast at midnight when the ball drops and all that kind of stuff.
Interesting. Okay.
So anyway, those are the things I know of. I'm sure there are other things, but those are things we do at this house anyway.
I gotcha. So the only two things that I know came from my marriage, honestly. Up until I got married, I was not really aware of any kind of like New Year's superstitions or New Year's traditions, if you will. And my, her family introduced two to me for New Year's. One is black-eyed peas. You're supposed to eat
Yeah.
black-eyed peas on
Right.
New Year's Day, and it
Right.
means like a wealthier or more prosperous year with the amount that you eat. You're supposed to eat a lot of black-eyed peas.
Right.
And then the other is that New Year's Day as well, the first person that enters the home must be a male.
Huh.
Otherwise you'll have bad luck for the year.
Interesting.
Yes.
Never heard
So
of
so you got to have somebody enter the first person that can go through your door that's obviously not a non-family member of the house of the household, if you will, has to come through. It has to be through the front door, and it has to be a male for good luck. Yep.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yep. Otherwise, you'll have bad luck for the year. Kind of weird, but whatever. So yeah, those are the only two that I'm aware of. But you have a whole list here showing you what fun New Year's traditions are happening around the world.
Yeah. So this is different from what we did for Christmas, where it's controversial things. This is just interesting things that are just okay. I've not heard of some of these. I knew about this first one. So this comes to us from a website called greenvelope.com, I guess. And it's from a blog powered by Greenvelope called Stationers. Sure, right? Is that what it says? Stationers? Stationers.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Sure, stationers. So the first one is eat 12 grapes. I know they do this. When because the clock chimes at midnight 12 times, and every time it chimes, you're supposed to eat another grape. And it's supposed to give you good luck.
I have never heard of this tradition.
Yeah. I think I only heard about this because of Conan O'Brien. I think he did this at some point or something.
It looks like it's a Spanish tradition.
Spanish, yeah. Yeah, Spanish tradition. So maybe they do it. Maybe they've done it in the Philippines too. I don't know. I'm not sure. That's interesting, I guess. That's something.
Yeah.
Hogmanay. Celebrate Hogmanay.
Yeah, this is a different one here.
Yeah, this one I've not heard of at all. The old Scottish word for the last day of the year, and it's a time of celebration in Scotland. On Hogmanay, and into the first few days of the new year, families and friends gather to spend time together, drink, and eat. The traditional Hogmanay celebration includes the element of first footing, where the first person to enter your home that year should bring symbolic gifts to usher in good luck.
Well, that's
So,
interesting.
okay, I mean,
Yep.
the first part about like into the first days of the new year, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can just do that anytime. Just spend time together, eat and drink.
Yes.
And sure, I mean,
Yes.
I guess there's probably a different connotation. This is just like really, simplifying it.
Sure. Sure.
But then the first footing thing, that sounds similar to what you were just talking about with the
Yeah.
male. First person needs to be a male.
Sure.
Apparently, this was just the first person should.
There's
bring
there's
those sort of gifts.
clearly a similarity to that, but I don't
Yeah,
know
sure.
exactly if that's the whole thing there. So.
Yeah. Okay.
So one of the other options there is watch a fireworks show. And it says for the
Yeah.
Lunar New Year or Chinese New Year, families and friends in China often gather to set off firecrackers or watch a fireworks show. This is a wonderful way to celebrate the arrival of a new year together, especially if you add some delicious traditional Chinese New Year snacks and express your joy with a Chinese New Year greeting.
And the Chinese New Year greeting like Gong Hei Pat Choi. I think that's what it is.
I have no idea,
I'm
sir.
pretty sure.
I truly
I
do
could
not
be
know.
making that up. I think I saw it from like I don't know, Magic School Bus or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how they kind of plug in Lunar New Year. They got a link
Yeah.
for the Lunar New Year. They got Chinese New Year snacks, and then of course
Right.
enjoy Chinese
It's like
New Year.
Chinese New
greeting.
Year is not the same as like this is a weird thing to put in here because that's not. I guess New Year's is just they're just talking about New Year's in general, but I would have thought this
Yep.
was a list that's exclusive to actual New Year. I don't know. Either way, and then you got your fourth one. You can read that one too if you want.
Sure. So number 4 is hang an onion on your door.
Yeah.
This New Year's Eve tradition from Greece involves hanging an onion on your door. This traditional Greek custom symbolizes rebirth and the coming of a new year. When New Year's Day arrives, parents traditionally tap the onion on children's heads to wish them good luck for the coming year.
Oh, okay.
I gotta say, Greeks are absolutely amazing to me. And because of some of their traditions, and some of them are just so far out there and wild and crazy, but at the same time, you got to respect it just because it's just how wild and crazy and outgoing they go with them. This
Yeah.
being the hanging the onion on your door and tapping the kid's head, tapping the onion on the kid's head to give them good luck for the new year.
I mean, I can
come
kind of
on.
relate to that in a way because in another thing that's Filipino tradition is when someone's older than you, like actual like elder is in the
Yeah,
room,
yeah,
or
yeah.
you walk into the room and you see an elder, you're supposed to do. I think you say manopo, which means hand, please, and then you take that person's hand and you hit it and you tap it against your forehead. Which basically means you respect them and you're wishing that they
Interesting.
pass on
Um,
their luck to you.
And you know what? That's fine. I
Yeah.
get it. That's fine.
That's where I
But-
kind of relate with this.
Sure,
Tap the
absolutely.
onion.
Yeah, it's great to me. I
Mm-hmm.
think, some of those traditions honestly have been lost over the years.
Yeah.
And in a lot of ways, those that really want to keep with the tradition and their traditional family, if you will, if
Mm-hmm.
that's something they want to do, go for it, man. You know
Yeah.
what? Go for it.
Yeah.
Keep your traditions
Yeah,
alive.
keep
That's
hanging
great.
that onion on your door. Why not?
That's right. Why not?
Yeah. You
Why
know
not?
what? Why not? Also, onions have layers.
That's right.
Ogres have
Ogres
layers.
That's right. Oh, you mean they stink?
Yeah, that's right. Take a look at me, donkey. What am I? Really tall? Oh, man. Anyway.
So the next one is burning effigies.
Burning
In
effigies.
Ecuador, traditional New Year's celebrations often include the burning of effigies at midnight. Known as Los Años Viejos, the old years, these effigies typically take the form of scarecrow-like dolls representing famous figures from the past year. Burning them is said to destroy bad vibes and help folks enter the new year with a fresh start. Tradition says to let them burn completely, but having a nearby bucket of water can ensure the fire is extinguished.
So, okay. So, burning effigies. So, okay. I mean, people do that in general,
Yeah.
but it's just.
It almost sounds like it's voodoo, man. It almost
Yeah.
sounds like voodoo. It
yeah,
really
sounds
does.
like just like
But-
voodoo dolls,
Yeah, but, hey, that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a thing. Sure.
Yeah.
I get it. famous figures. So, what famous figures will be burned? I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know. Burn something. Burn something. I don't know.
Yep.
Number six, make a leap. Many New Year's Eve traditions involve entering the next year in a symbolic way, and Denmark's is no exception. A traditional New Year's Eve celebration in Denmark involves party guests literally leaping into the new year to represent a sense of excitement and
Aw,
joy for the year ahead.
that's great.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's great. All
Yeah,
right.
leap up.
Number seven, sir. Watch the ball drop. One of the most well-known New Year's traditions comes from America and involves watching the ball drop in New York's Times Square. This long-standing American tradition involves a countdown to the stroke of midnight and watching the event unfold live in person or on a TV broadcast if you're not at the event.
You know,
Really?
we're already on this. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, this is a website that I mean, I assume people from other countries are also visiting and looking at. And like,
Sure,
oh,
sure.
I don't know much about well, what America does. It's like, well, I'm sure most people do, but
Yeah.
this is something that we wanted to get into a little bit because this is it's probably on people's bucket lists is to
You want
go
to segue?
look. Yeah, I think we should talk
Okay.
about it now because,
All right.
probably on people's bucket list to go look at the ball drop in Times Square. Right, it's an interesting thing. You see it on TV every year. It used to be Dick Clark, and I think now it's Ryan Seacrest.
Yep,
Right?
yep. Brian Seacrest.
Sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And they're doing their thing. It's great, but is it worth it? That's what we want to know.
Yeah.
And so I found one of someone's actual recounting of the events, and it's from another website called Wander Wisdom by some dude named Rob Doherty.
Yep.
Surviving New Year's Eve at Times Square, what it's really like. And he went, well, I don't know, I guess 2024. Because
Yeah, this is last year.
Yeah. So I've always been curious about New Year's Eve at Times Square. I was curious about the experience, the glitz, the glamour, and what goes on behind the scenes, but not so much in the screams and glee party all night woo-hoo kind of way that's shown on TV. Mostly, I wanted to feel what it's like to have a ton of confetti float down on top of me. So I did it. I survived New Year's Eve at Times Square, and having done it, I can now speak from experience and help you decide if you should go next year. Instead of me detailing how I'm just going to share my experience and let you take it from there. First, it comes from the perspective of a simple, normal guy who's not much of a partier, who likes people, especially the strange ones, and more importantly, likes to explore and experience challenging and different things. As a result, this article gives you the inside scoop, the good, the bad, and the monotonous, along with suggestions on how you could make it better. Ultimately, even with all of my negatives, my conclusion remains the same. You should go. All right, so got a photo of his shot. He was pretty close, I guess. You
Yep.
can kind of see the New Year's ball.
Yep.
I don't really see it in this photo that he has, but I'll take his word for it. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. People got these. There's always these weird things where they have those sponsored hats or whatever, and they got Planet Fitness. Apparently, it was for 2024. So, are there bathrooms? So this is what everybody talks about, bathrooms, and there are no bathrooms. He said, sorry to be bearer of bad news, but there are no bathrooms once people step inside their section, because everyone's assigned a section to go to. Once you're inside there, you're not allowed to leave. And if you do leave, you're not allowed back in unless you go to, quote, on the back of the line. So, people are wanting, do people wear diapers? And, apparently, depends. Don't hold much liquid. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, they're not meant to hold someone, full adults pee. It's supposed to
Yep.
be just for little accidents. This discussion came up 9 hours into our adventure, and the lady next to us said she works with the elderly, and they just don't work as well as everyone wishes, as she's had to clean up any messes. She and many around us were all starting to get a little concerned with more than an hour to go. So apparently, doesn't really say. I mean, we've heard of people definitely using diapers to try and tough it out.
I honestly, you know what he says that he does? He held it.
He
It's
held it.
literally what he did. He held it. He didn't drink
Yeah,
a
he
lot.
tried to tough it out.
He skipped breakfast. He
Yeah,
had a light lunch
yeah,
and very little liquids. And he said he
yep,
stood there for 10 hours and he had to pee. And it took a long time to get to pee.
yep,
But, they were joking around and, people are out there. It's true. It's very true.
yep. That's right. And then, so let's see. He did all his research, transportation information, researched multiple sites, where to stand, when to arrive, how to enter. At some point, he said, okay, here we go. We were not clear as to what kind of bags exactly were allowed. We read no large bags, backpacks, or knapsacks.
Hmm.
None stated how large was large. But these same sites suggested bringing food and crossword puzzles or whatever, because there would be no vendors in the area, and once allowed into a corral, you were not allowed back in should you leave for any reason.
Yeah.
He called the police to ask the question, and police told him that small persons and fanny packs were allowed, but that they would be thoroughly searched. They repeated, no backpacks, no knapsacks, and no umbrellas. That's an interesting thing. No umbrellas.
Hmm. Hmm.
Interesting. I wonder if they also say no selfie sticks, because I would think that'd be the same kind of concern.
Yeah,
Umbrella,
exactly.
selfie stick. I don't know. Security 2 p.m. Security led us past the 49th Street gates into the corral, and eventually, after several moves towards the ball, we landed in a section between 46th and 47th. We heard that people in the prime spots, just a block and a half away, had arrived before noon, so we were rather pleased with how close we were to everything. So he arrived at 2 p.m. Dang,
Yeah.
that's a whole day endeavor. That's crazy. And
Yep.
apparently he was close to the stage. It was less than two blocks away. But he said the stage. I guess there's a main stage, but they do have several stages because it's more than just ABC out there recording. You also have NBC and CNN. Like there are several events going on at once, and they all have their loudspeakers. I know that's a thing because you can flip the channel and see everybody
Yeah.
else doing their different thing. Got Anderson Cooper on CNN. I think not Carson Daly. Who's on NBC? Somebody's on NBC. Somebody famous. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know who.
I don't know. I think Jenny McCarthy is still on the one for ABC, right? I think.
I
Maybe.
guess.
I don't know.
Nah. Yeah. I
No,
think
she maybe it's not because she left to go to Fox, right? Because she's doing.
I don't know.
Yeah, because she's doing what's it called, Masked Singer. So I don't think she'd be
Oh,
able to go
maybe.
to
Maybe. I don't know.
ABC.
I couldn't tell you. I last time I knew, it was Dick Clark's NBC. NBC. Dick Clark's New Year's Eve, Rockin' New Year's Eve.
Dick
It's on
Clark Rockin' New
NBC.
Year's Eve. No, that's definitely
Yeah.
ABC. Rockin' New Year's Eve.
ABC. Yeah, it's ABC.
ABC.
You're right.
That's what I
I
thought.
could have swore that she was part of that.
Yeah, she was, but then
I don't know about that.
maybe she still is. But I know for a fact that she's still one of the judges, along with Robin Thicke and Ken Jeong on Masked Singer on Fox. So I'm like, I would think there would probably be a contractual dispute if she was going to be on ABC. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. But either way, so.
Oh no, Jenny McCarthy hasn't been on New Year's Rockin' Eve as the host since 2019.
Oh, there you go. Is it? Like, is it Liza Koshy that replaced her or somebody? I'm sure
I have
somebody
no
did.
idea. Her replacement, she finished a long decade. Mr. Co. Yeah, just Ryan Seacrest. It doesn't say who replaced it.
Normally, they got a second person that's out in the crowd, talking to people.
Yeah, I know there is. I'm sure there is.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a random
Yep.
person every year. So he said, at around 3 or 4 p.m., they started playing dance and pop music songs that most everyone knew. Music that's kind of fun and entertaining, I guess, but not for literally hours at a time. I'm sure they only have a certain playlist that probably repeats on loop.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say necessarily these are songs they played. It could be. But
Yeah.
he said, Bad Romance by Lady Gaga, All Star by Smash Mouth, Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot, I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor, Girls Just Want to Have Fun and Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper, I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston, and Baby One More Time by Britney Spears. Those aren't necessarily bad songs, but listen to them on loop, like, I don't know. I only want so much of these
Got
songs.
it. Bad Romance by Lady Gaga.
Oh, thanks, Google.
YouTube music.
Stop, Google. Shut up. Google, shut up. Hey, Google. Stop. When did I say? Oh, because I said GOOGLED, the songs. Okay. At some point, I think he saw the ball drop, basically, and then he said, as soon as it was done, everyone vanished out of the Times Square and had to go pee. And the line
Yep.
for peeing at all these places was long as heck because everybody was holding it in. So, I don't know, it's up to you if you want to go look at the ball drop. I mean, that's, you certainly can do it.
Yep.
I don't think I ever would because, again, it's interesting. If it's your thing, great. But it's like, I don't know. You're standing out there in the freezing cold. You're with other people if you've ever been in a giant, crowd situation, then you probably know that people can have really bad BO.
Yeah.
And that BO can really put you off and make you really upset.
Yep.
So, myself having known, from walking through conventions, anime conventions, Comic-Con, people, I'm sure there's reasons. I'm sure people have, there's medical issues and stuff where they can't get under control. I mean, that's fair. That's things that can happen. But still doesn't take away from the fact that the smell is like, ooh. It's like, it makes it, sometimes you have to wonder, it's like, is it worth it? For
I agree.
Anyway, let's go back to the list. So, gather round items. So this is what we were talking about from the Philippines, where we talked about this. Gathering round objects symbolize wealth, money, and good luck. You can eat round fruits, donuts, cookies, eggs, wear polka dots, and carry coins, buttons, and other round objects to welcome the new year. So, I didn't know about the buttons thing. I didn't
know about the buttons. Nope.
But the other stuff makes sense. Dressed in white. In Brazil, wearing white before New Year is believed to usher in a sense of calm, peace, and contentment. This means you'll often see people in Brazil wearing white on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day to honor this tradition and set the tone for the next year. So I guess it's opposite from Labor Day, because you're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day.
Yes.
I guess on New Year, you're supposed to wear.
Yep.
I never heard of that. I never knew that.
Yeah, I didn't know about that either. Number 10, wear something red. In South America isn't the only continent where what you wear is symbolic on New Year's Eve. Over in Europe, a tradition thought to be started by the Romans suggests you should wear red. In Italy, wearing red, specifically red underwear, as the clock strikes midnight, is said to bring good luck.
Red underwear.
Yeah, I know, right? Who the hell knew?
I didn't know that. Okay.
How about number 11?
Yeah, go ahead. Sure.
Step into the new year right. Similar to the first footing custom in Scotland, Colombia is another country where how you enter the new year has symbolic meaning. In Colombia, tradition says you should put your right foot forward first, so you're entering the coming year on the right foot.
Huh.
Really?
Stop on your right foot. Don't forget it.
Oh my God! Don't forget it. Wow. Okay.
I
Sure.
mean, so we had one country that said you should leap into the new year. This one said you should be on your right foot in the new year. So there's so many things that are very specific about, like, it has to be just this way, otherwise it won't work.
Right. It's so crazy, man.
Whereas in the Philippines, we're like, just have something round.
Right, exactly. Just give me
have
something round. You're good.
Just give me something round, okay?
Exactly. Something round. You're good to go. Have a nice day.
Everybody's just too extra about it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, man.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. Anyway, let's see. Step in the right new year. Exchange a new year gift. Number 12. In Germany, it's customary to present a small gift to a loved one on New Year's Eve for good luck. This could be something symbolic, like a four-leaf clover, or more personal or practical gift, like a small candle, book, or homemade German Christmas cookies.
German Christmas cookies. Okay.
Yes.
I know Danish cookies. Is that the same? That's not the same thing.
Sure. Why not?
What are German Christmas cookies? We gotta look at it. What are
I don't know.
I'm assuming this is going to lead to a link for a recipe.
I guess so. Probably. It's probably a recipe of some sort.
Oh, the Pioneer Woman. Yeah,
yep,
sure.
there you go.
Of course.
Yep, 15 German Christmas cookies.
Yeah, that belong in every holiday dessert plate.
Yep, exactly.
You remember the Pioneer Woman? I know she's still a thing, but she used to be everywhere. Like, people, she used to be huge in like, Walmart. And I think, do they still sell her stuff? They were putting on clearance for a long time.
No idea. Couldn't tell you.
More power to her. She made some bank off of that. I hope she invested it. I don't know.
Yep.
Because I think the appeal has waned on whatever she was doing.
Yeah, I
Too
agree.
bad. 13. Give the gift of money. Germany isn't the only country where there's a New Year's gift giving tradition. Japan has one known as Otoshidama.
Yep.
Which literally means New Year's gift. This is where relatives place money in an envelope and give it as a gift to a child in the family, but this can also be given to adults. It's meant to symbolize good fortune. Now, this is the same thing they do also in Korea, except for in Korea they do it for Chuseok, and Chuseok is their Korean Thanksgiving, basically. Yeah, and they give money as gifts. The elders give money as gifts to younger people, not necessarily children, just anybody who's younger. After you have to give, you have to give your bows to the older person first. You dress in something called, oh man, I don't want to say it wrong, but it's this Korean formal dress wear.
Okay.
And you dress in that stuff, and then you give your proper bows to the older person, and then they're supposed to have little envelopes. I think they're red envelopes filled with money.
Okay.
You know, some little bill or something, or a couple bills, and they hand it off as like, thanks for your blessings.
Okay. That works.
It's cool.
That works. All right. Let's say sing Auld Lang Syne.
Auld Lang Syne. Yeah.
Auld Lang Syne. Is that how it's pronounced?
Auld Lang Syne. Yeah.
Auld Lang Syne, which is a traditional Scottish song. Many people associate the singing of Auld Lang Syne with English New Year celebrations in England. Families and friends gather around close to midnight to recite this popular song inspired by the words of poet Robert Burns. Afterwards, people toast and say Happy New Year to their loved ones.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you sung Auld Lang Syne, right?
Nope, I've never heard of it.
No? What?
Nope.
Never?
Yeah, never.
They sing it every year at the end of the ball drop. It's like, should old acquaintance be forgot and
Is that what that is?
never brought to mind? Yeah.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh,
You never knew the
I-
title. Okay.
Nope, never knew the title.
Yeah, should
Yep.
old acquaintance be forgot and days of Auld Lang Syne.
Oh,
I don't know what Auld Lang Syne means.
yeah, I have no idea what Auld Lang
I assume
Syne
it
means.
means like days of, I don't know, Happy New Year. I don't know. What does Auld Lang Syne mean? That's a good question.
Auld Lang Song simply literally translates to old long since, but idiomatically means for old time's sake, long,
Old
long
time's
ago,
sake, okay.
or days gone by.
Days gone by. Okay, that makes sense. Because, yeah, it's the changing of, the old year to the new year. It's like, all right, let's talk about the old. Yeah, okay. I get it.
Wow.
Sure.
Okay.
Walk through the house. Ready for some luck of the Irish? This is another fun tradition that involves the front door. On New Year's Eve, folks in Ireland believe you should walk in through your front door and out through the back. It's a custom that symbolizes entering the coming year to ensure good luck. So you
Okay.
walk straight in and you walk right back out.
Yep. Well, you walk in and then walk through the back. Yeah. You
Yeah.
leave in the front. I mean, you come into the front and leave from the back.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Yeah. Well, hey.
All right.
How about this one? Bang pots and pans. Banging pots and pans may sound like a boisterous celebration, and it is. This traditional New Year's activity is common in parts of England and Ireland. Aside from being silly and fun, banging pots and pans at midnight is said to banish away evil spirits and stop them from entering the new year with you.
Okay.
That's cool. All right.
That makes sense. Like
Yeah, sure.
scaring away, because
Yep.
spirits don't like loud noises, I guess, even though
Yeah.
they make loud noises. I don't
Yeah.
really get this one, but okay. Sure.
Yeah. It's kind of strange, but
Yeah, it's
we'll
a
go
little
with
weird.
that.
I don't know. Hey, I'm not knocking it. Whatever.
Nope. Don't knock it till you try it, right?
That's right. 17. Make a New Year's resolution. Well, everybody knows this. While it's not linked to one country in particular, many people practice the New Year's traditions of setting goals or resolutions for the year ahead. It's a time to reflect on the past year and look ahead to the next one with a fresh start and a new motivation. And everybody breaks those resolutions, but probably within the span of a month.
Yeah, probably.
Usually,
Yep.
usually the one that says, like, I'm going to go back to the gym. I'm going to get fit. Doesn't happen.
Nope.
People buy the membership, they go for like a couple weeks, maybe a week, and then they go back and like, oh no,
They do.
cancel
It
the
happens.
membership.
I'm guilty of that too.
Yeah, I mean,
Num-
it's what it is.
Yes, it is. Number 18. Host a New Year's Eve party.
That's okay.
Celebrating the new year often involves spending time with loved ones, and a wonderful way to do that is by hosting a New Year's Eve party. Plan a sophisticated gathering with a midnight champagne toast, a casual backyard barbecue with sparklers for everyone, or a virtual New Year's Eve party with your best friends.
Virtual.
Yeah, virtual. Yep. Whatever your go-to style, Greenvelope has plenty of New Year. Oh, come on.
This is an ad. That's an ad.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, Greenvelope. What you doing?
Come on.
Okay. A sophisticated gathering with a midnight champagne toast. I'm gonna have a sophisticated gathering with Fanta.
That's it. With a bottle of Fanta.
Bottle of Fanta. Hey, wanna Fanta? Don't
That's
you
right.
wanna? All right.
All right, so
That's great.
anybody that's got their own little traditions or celebrations or something like that, hey, post it out on Facebook
Post
for
it
us so
out.
we
Let
can
us
see
know.
it. We'd love to know.
Yeah, we'd love to know. Anyway, so that's gonna do it. We had some other stuff too, but
We're out of
we'll
time.
post it. We'll post it up there on the Facebook. There's 21 significant moments that happened in on New Year's Day. Let's go over real quickly. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, 1818, was published anonymously. That's really cool.
Yep.
Time zones, the concept of standard time, were adopted by 25 nations in 1885.
First U.S. income tax was introduced in 1862.
Yeah. The ball drop started in 1908. That's cool.
Wow.
I didn't realize it was. So is it the same ball that's been up there all this time?
No, they've redone it over the
Yeah, I'm
years.
about to say okay. What
Nope,
else?
Hubble announced the expansion of the universe, revealing galaxies beyond the Milky Way in 1925.
1925. That's really cool. Yeah.
Alcatraz Island became a U.S. federal prison.
VH1 made its debut on television in 1985. New Year's Day. Okay. I remember when VH1 used to be relevant.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Same thing with
I remember
MTV. Yeah.
that. And euro currency was introduced in 1999.
Oh, and of course, everybody remembers
Yep. Y2K.
bug. Not a thing,
Yep.
but people are,
Yep.
people don't remember. Y2K is based off the concept, like, I think, like, computers weren't meant to, like, the clock and BIOS or whatever wasn't meant
Yes.
to go to year 2000.
No,
They
it
weren't
was
sure.
they weren't sure because
Yeah.
they didn't have 4 digits for the year. They
Yeah.
only did 2 digits.
Right. So I remember I saw it on Facebook or like something anyway, where Best Buy was actually giving out stickers. Don't forget, Y2K is coming. Make sure you back up your information.
Uh-huh.
And they're sticking
Yep.
it on the computers when they're
Yep.
putting them in there.
Oh,
for,
yeah.
Geek Squad and stuff. It's like,
Oh,
really?
yeah.
Okay.
Everybody
I
was
mean,
worried about it. And you know
Nobody
what I
knew what was
said?
going to happen.
You know what I said? Nothing was going to happen. And guess
Yeah.
what? I was there. Nothing happened.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of us were there and nothing happened. We're all wondering what was going to happen. Like, was stock market going to crash? Was,
Yep.
were bank accounts not going to be able
Right.
to work? Was it going to be, basically we're wondering, was it going to be, what was that big event that happened with the security company that caused everything to go offline? You remember what I'm talking
Blackout?
about? Yeah, that security company that's like, cross something? I don't know.
Oh, I don't remember that
I don't
part,
know.
but I mean, they were thinking that it was just going to be a blackout into the dark ages.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, like,
That nothing. The infrastructures would not be in place.
Yeah.
It would not work, and everything would just cease to exist. And
Yeah.
all of our data
got
would be lost. And
Yeah.
yeah, it was very chaotic.
I gotta look it up now because there was a guy. I got a little bit of time. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know what I'm looking. Security.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're looking at, man.
Company. Massive outage. It's like, man, is that?
Good
what's the name
luck.
of it? CrowdStrike.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you remember CrowdStrike?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's basically if you were wondering, was that going to
Yep.
happen in 2000? But it didn't happen. But it happened in 2024, unfortunately. CrowdStrike was crazy.
Yes, it was.
Anyway, we got less than a minute, so that's
Yep.
going to do it for our topic of the week. When we come back, it will be the coffee table.
Coffee table.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Happy
Yum, yum.
2025, 2026. We'll see y'all in the next segment. A coffee table book is designed primarily for display and casual perusal, rather than to be read from cover to cover. These books showcase topics that act as a conversation starter for guests. This is the Google AI overview for what is a coffee table book. Each week we read and discuss such books with or without the coffee. Pull out a chair and take a seat at the coffee table. Good morning, Lumpia and Latkes viewers and listeners. Here we are at the coffee table, and I have a rather unique, pungent brew, the Kopi Luwak. You know what that is?
No, what is that?
Kopi Luwak is actually it's a coffee, and it's actually eaten by an animal, and there's the bean is actually eaten by an animal, and it's digested by it, and then it ends up in their poop, and then they take the bean from the poop, they wash it off, clean it, and then they send it off to you, and that becomes your new coffee. It does something to the enzymes in the coffee. It makes it more intense. So I'm eating.
I guess that's a good word to use. Sure.
Guano poop coffee. Let me give you the actual. I looked it up not that long ago.
Okay.
I'm drinking it. I'm like, might as well find out where it is, right? I was just like,
sure, why not?
See.
Absolutely.
Guano coffee is a term often associated with animal processed coffees, but is most commonly linked to Kopi Luwak, was made from coffee beans that have been consumed and excreted by the Asian palm civet. The civet seductively eats the ripest coffee cherries, and during digestion, the beans undergo fermentation due to stomach acids and enzymes, resulting in a smooth, low acidity brew with a unique flavor profile described as earthy and chocolatey. It's very expensive.
It's a bit nutty.
It's very expensive coffee, and it tastes it tastes nutty. Yeah.
Can cost up to $1,000 per pound. Oh my God!
And it's illegal to import into certain areas because it's a ecological risk because of, it's from poop, so it could have all sorts of diseases and stuff on it.
Absolutely.
But hey, if you get it, it tastes great. I have it right now. It tastes amazing.
I have the hot chocolate that I stole from Busch Gardens.
Ha!
You ever had the hot chocolate have you ever had the hot chocolate from Busch Gardens?
No, I don't think I ever have.
Jay, I'm going to tell you right now, it's like a form of crack. It is. It is so tasty and delicious.
I do know crack.
And
no, I don't know crack.
You want more. You truly do. I think I got we went to Busch Gardens and I got 5 cups of that stuff. It was just so good. Yeah, it's sad. It's really sad that I consume that much. But
hey, man, if you like it, you like it. I mean, I like the ones I had from the Holiday Lights at the beach. I mean, that was good.
Right.
Good hot chocolate, and then the one they had at Norfolk Winterfest, I actually got the souvenir cup for that one. So that's nice. Yeah. Anyway, expensive hot chocolate, but it's good nonetheless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Nauticus was expensive too, but that was very good. The one with the did you get the alcoholic one?
No, I just got the regular one. I did the prepay on the line and got the deal.
Yeah. No, we went there a couple weeks ago, and we succumbed to the oh God, what was in there? I can't think of the name of it. And it's some kind of rum chata.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me tell you, so good.
And then they had the s'mores station. I didn't do that either.
Yeah, we did a s'more station.
We walked all the way down to where the Ice Queen is, and we waved and walked back. We didn't take pictures. I'm like, eh.
Oh no, my son and I did with caricatures.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't send you a picture of that?
No, you sent that to me, and that's when I was like, okay. No, you see, I know your son is a little older, but like the way the guy drew it, the age looks wrong. That's what I was saying. It's like your son doesn't look that old.
No, I mean he's very hairy. He hasn't shaved.
It's like, years. Dude. And then he made you look like a little too old. Also, it's like the ages are kind of off on this. Like, come on, man. I get it. It's hard. Caricatures are hard work. It's still good. It's still recognizable as you and your son.
For $20, I couldn't argue with it. It was good.
Oh, and being characters, I also have a character. I don't think I ever sent it to you, but
no.
It was from Tidewater Comic Con, and it was. I made it as he made it as a magnet for me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's me as Mario.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I like it.
Yeah,
anyway,
I bet.
Yeah, good stuff. Caricatures. People should do it if they get a chance.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into it. So here we are at the coffee table, going back to our books after we had that nice little tangent into Chat GPT world. We might come back to that just in general because that was just fun. But we're going back to our other books, actual written material by real people, not AI.
That's
Going
right.
back to Mike Nelson's Mind Over Matters, and I believe you have that.
Yes, sir. This one is called Password Yawn. I am rarely in a position where I find myself desirous of toasting any particular item. A slice of bread, the most obvious candidate for toasting. I enjoy eating it in its original state, preferring to trust the baker and his judgment about its doneness. I almost feel it would be second guessing his talents to recook it, even if I have paid in full for the bread and have consequently the license fee to alter it in any way I see fit. Still, my family does not share my leeriness and works the toaster pretty hard, convection heating several items on an average day. As a typical toasting family, we have almost no concerns about our toaster security, choosing to leave it accessible to all users. When people come to visit, we leave our toaster out as a tacit invitation, all to begin browning the food item of their choice whenever they'd like. If there's one thing I'd like people to take away from a visit to our home, it's a sense that we are a family whose toaster is open to all. Wow. The same goes for my ski machine. If you'd like to use it, by all means do. But be aware that it's extremely loud and its proximity to the water heater, furnace, washing machine, dryer, and ductwork will depress you greatly. And after 3 minutes, even on the low setting, you'll find yourself wishing you were in a gulag eating a boiled onion instead.
Wow. For
Wow.
people
Okay.
who don't know, like don't remember, Mike Nelson, he's a rich guy. That's why he has a skiing machine, because he's the guy from Mystery Science Theater 3000. So just a little context, like ski
Sure.
machine, like yeah,
Yep.
no, this guy's got money. Anyway,
In fact, you may help yourself to all the appliances in my home save one, my computer. It's not that I'm withholding my largesse in this area. The problem is, unlike my toaster, it is protected by some 13 dozen 128-bit high encryption passwords. I give them to you, but I don't remember them. And it would take me several hours to gather all the wrinkled post-it notes I've scribbled them on. I would disable them, but I can't. They are forced upon me by the default settings of a plain, out-of-the-box computer. I don't need all the security my computer wants me to have. I did not buy it on eBay from Wen Hu Lee or Oliver North. In fact, I challenge those of you who my passwords allegedly protect me from to be interested in the contents of my computer. It can't be done. Among the highlights, which some of the most intricate and advanced technology on our planet forbids you from seeing, is an abandoned story of hats, a piece of clip art photo featuring a Canadian man sitting at a desk, and a PowerPoint presentation about macaroni and cheese that I made to amuse my children. The fact that it didn't amuse them in the least is quite beside the point, which is, if a magnetic bulk eraser salesman accidentally brushed up against my computer with his case of samples, erasing all 107 kilobytes of material on the hard drive, nothing much would change. Oh, the piece on hats would have to be started and abandoned again, but for me, that is nothing. Against all logic, I'm required to protect the very few internet radio station presets I use with one of my many passwords. If you devoted countless man-hours and thousands of dollars in hacking equipment and managed to access information about my internet radio presets, you would undoubtedly experience what the one or two people I've shared information about my internet radio presets have: a boredom so profound your vision will swim. One of the problems with the password system for me is that I am rarely in a state to do my most clear-headed password thinking at those moments when I'm asked to originate them. The consequences are invariably severe. For instance, I want to buy a $3 bottle of bike chain lubricant from chainlubeforless.com, so I add it to my cart, and when I go to check out, I'm asked to set up an account and provide a password. Figuring I won't need to visit the site for another 6 to 12 years, I hastily type in the nickname of a kid in my neighborhood growing up who threw a dart at his sister. Dumpy, I type, thinking myself a very clever. Half an hour later, I receive an email confirming my order for 13 pallets of exotic Teflon bike lubricant and informing me that my credit card limit has been raised by their partner site, autocreditlimitraise.com, and charged in the amount of $38,591.32 and $1,200 for shipping by next day air. Wow. Alarmed, I checked their site for a customer service number, fully prepared to wait 13 hours on the phone. Of course, there is no number of any kind to be found, even in the deepest submenus of their improbably large site. There is no indication whether they are based in the United States or on one of those discussed offshore oil rigs that crazy millionaires buy and found countries on. My only option is to log in and visit online customer service, which immediately demands my username and password, neither of which I could provide if I were strapped down and beaten. It asks me for my email address, which I give, and it then sends me my password hint, which I myself typed just under an hour ago. I like fish is the hint I provided myself, which of course is no kind of hint at all. Obviously, I was smirking my way through the hint creating process, probably too busy patting myself on the back for saving 11 cents on bike lube and in general being a wiseacre. I can't be the only one whom this has happened to, forgetting passwords and almost immediately after ordering bike chain lubricants. Can I? Perhaps some bright folks could develop software that allowed for the disabling of security measures for people like me who are protected in a more general sense by the apathy of potential hackers. It's my guess that there are very few people benefiting from the security offered them on their home computers. Those in possession of highly inflammatory, top secret international documents don't scan them into their compacts and upload them from their free Hotmail sites anyway. They do the sensible thing and, after transferring them to microfiche, eat the original and store the film in their false back molars. They then fly to Marrakesh and are garroted, causing Bond to get into a massive shootout on downhill skis. The point being, you can use my toaster. Wow.
Yeah, you could use my toaster. A lot of food for thought. A lot of people.
Yeah, I gotta say, I think he dates himself on this.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This is very old, especially when you said compact.
Yes.
It's like,
yes,
yeah, no.
Exactly. He clearly dates himself on this. Our technology has gotten so much better now that we don't have to think of passwords anymore.
I mean, there's a good standard for stuff with authenticators like Microsoft Authenticator and Google Authenticator. They have these things and they work great. This book was made, 2002. So, yeah, it is a little bit. Yeah, it's 20 years. More than 20 years.
It's 20 years. So yeah. I get it. I understand. Mm-hmm. I understand his whole dilemma. Yeah. We've got tons of passwords. We go through all sorts of different things to do. Mm-hmm. And yes, we enter in something wrong, God forbid, into our computer just to order something because we want to save a couple of bucks and we want to get the convenience of not having to leave one's home. And next thing you know, you're scammed.
Yep, you're scammed, or the other end of that is like you enter in your password incorrectly too many times, your account gets locked out, and you have to go through the reset process, and then sometimes that's a can of worms in and of itself. You have to remember what email it goes to, and then you have to authenticate yourself on your email. It's like there's so many different things, and then now they're introducing the passphrase, whatever, I don't know. The thing that comes up, it comes up on your Windows computer when you do this stuff now.
I know what you're talking about.
Weird things. It's like, there's so many different changes, and I'm glad somebody tried to do something about passwords and make it a little easier. I mean, this is something I want to get into as, a whole topic. It's,
yes.
Because we have it in here about, tech tips,
We
tips in general.
do. We
We need to
do.
get
And
in that eventually.
I've been terrible about trying to get that one rolling, man.
Yeah.
And that's my fault. I
Cause I
got to
got a
read up on
lot
it.
of stuff already on the list for things that people can do. One of them in particular is like use password managers. You gotta be wise about the password manager that you use.
Yep.
The one that I use, I'll straight up say, is LastPass. LastPass is free.
Yep.
You can make your account and just have you can have all your passwords stored. It generates secure passwords for you if you so choose. It autofills on the websites. It's great. It has a plug-in for your phone and also for your browser.
Oh, okay.
Everywhere you
Great.
go, you're
Great.
good to go. As long as you remember your one master password for your LastPass account, that's the only password you have to remember from now on.
That's nice. That's very
It's a nice
nice.
thing.
Yeah,
And then, you can do the
absolutely.
same thing with Google and all that stuff too. I don't
Sure.
trust Google.
Nope.
We always discuss this. It's kind of hard to get out of the Google ecosystem because once you're in there, you're in there. But
Yep.
I try to, get
Well,
around
you
that
can
by doing
incorporate
other things.
LastPass into it as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So and then start weeding your way out. I mean, you don't have to use the password manager
Right.
that Google provides.
Right? No, you
Um,
don't.
so-
You don't have to. But
Right.
it's the price of convenience. It's
Absolutely.
there. It's like it's easy to use.
Absolutely.
That for sure. I mean, the Google Password Manager being built into Chrome.
Yep. My problem is for me is that like for example using something like LastPass, I'm most likely am going to have to pay for it, and the reason for it is this: I myself and my wife have accounts for different things. Sometimes it's under my name, sometimes it's under her name, but we still access it and share it using each other's accounts rather than having our own individual account. Because let's face it, sometimes if I have an account and my wife has an account, we can't link those accounts together in some of those cases. So you
Yeah.
have to use one email or the other. You can't use both. So like for example, streaming services. I've got a couple under my name. My wife's got a couple under her name. So if we use LastPass, I have to be able to see hers as well as she see mine. So that way
Yeah.
we can get
Well,
into the
you can.
accounts
I mean,
accordingly.
you can save more than one to one website as part of they give you drop
Right.
downs. So with
Right.
LastPass,
Right.
it gives you a drop down as part of okay, which login do you want to use for the site?
Right. Right.
And also, if we want to get into it, I have two separate ones, one for mobile and one for desktop. And
Oh.
they have because you can have more than one account. So
Gotcha.
they got some flexibility there. They used to have
Okay,
more
that's good.
flexibility because they used
Yeah.
to be completely free, but then they went to a paid model. But you can still
Yeah.
get around that by doing other things. But I
Gotcha.
like LastPass. This is not sponsored, by the way. This is just something I
Yep.
use.
No,
Um,
I've looked into LastPass and that was probably the one I was going to choose. I haven't chosen one yet. I've still got my little black book. I got to be honest with you. I'm still in the little black book phase, Jay.
Yeah,
I really am.
incredibly insecure.
Oh, I understand that it's incredibly insecure, but you know what? I have it in my safe.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's where I
fair.
keep it.
That's fair.
That's as secure as I can get it. Is in
Yeah.
my safe for right now.
Yeah.
And believe me, it sucks not knowing your password and then having to run upstairs and run to go to find a little black book and use the
Yeah.
damn book from there.
Yeah.
And I realize that that's unsecure and I realize that it's unsafe. But let's face it, hackers can't get into that.
No.
Okay.
As long as you're you're thoughtful and mindful about where you put it, and you make sure it's locked up. I guess
Oh, yeah.
you're fine.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
would hope so.
there's always just that concern about okay, it's on a physical thing.
It should be
you know,
even greater concern
Yeah.
being online. See what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because you're in the digital world at this point.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
not
fair.
in the digital world by having those passwords written down.
It's true.
So the only
You
person
have
that I have,
pluses and minuses on both sides.
well, again, let's be fair here. The only thing that I'm interfering with or potentially causing any harm is if somebody breaks into my home and steals my safe.
Right.
Okay. Well, if you want to unbolt it from the floor, buddy, go right the hell ahead. All right, because it ain't coming out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean,
Yeah.
it's there is that, but it's just there are certain safeguards and
Yeah.
safe measures put in place
Truly.
for these for some places big as LastPass, they've gone through it. I mean, honestly they have had data breaches, but they've
Sure.
addressed those issues, and I've never had a problem. So that's all I know.
Yeah. No, I get it. I totally understand.
Yeah.
And I am on board with it. I just haven't taken that leap yet.
Oh yeah. Actually, I had a bigger problem with working for the government because when I worked for the government, they had the breach for the OPM,
Yeah.
Office Personnel Management, and my
Mm-hmm.
crap was out there, and I was like, great. And then they gave me tons of free security monitoring stuff to. I can't remember
Right.
what website it is, and then it only just expired like this year.
Okay.
And I haven't worked that job for like at least 10 years. So
Wow.
yeah, they
Okay.
gave me all that for free, and it was
Sure.
great. It was a great thing. You know, it had all these different features, but like, even being able to see the different sex offenders in the neighborhood to know when
Wow.
they moved in, and there's a lot. There is a
Yeah,
lot.
I bet.
It's really creepy to see how many sex offenders are in the
Oh,
area.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is.
And also it always tell me like when another password's like, oh, this is exposed here, this is exposed here. I mean, it hadn't happened for a while, not since I've
Right.
used LastPass. Hey,
Right.
not sponsored. But you know, yeah. But that's that. I mean, yeah. As far as what Mike Nelson's saying in this thing, I mean, yeah, he is definitely dating himself by putting some references that just don't carry over today. But passwords in and of themselves, yeah, we have so many passwords. But I think we were talking about this during work too, in a conversation where you have all these connected logins now too. Like, that's part of the interesting part where. You have a Google account. You can pretty much just use that
Yep.
most places now. And also Facebook, you can use that most places. So it's like,
Right.
oh, you have a Facebook account? Here, you can log in our website just like this. Your Google account? Here you go, same thing. And it's like, but then it's the whole question now is the issue of privacy, which there is none.
Sure. No,
I
there
mean-
is no privacy anymore.
in a digital age like we live in now, there really is no privacy. But
Nope.
but it's not really the world doing that. It's us doing it to ourselves, I would say, because
Well-
we allow them. We by using these things that are comforts and convenient things to use. We're doing that at a disadvantage to our own privacy. We know we're doing it. You use these websites and these different little things, knowing that you're giving up. They're user terms and conditions with all this stuff.
Absolutely. 100%.
And we agree.
I know
to it.
this. Yep,
Yeah.
I agree to it. Absolutely,
Yeah.
100%. And some people are okay with it, others are not.
Yeah.
I would call myself a hypocrite if I said I wasn't okay with it, nor would I.
Yeah.
I mean, nor would I say the same thing if I said I was okay with
Right.
it.
I'm on the same
'Cause,
page. Yeah.
Again, so there are some things. You know what? I enjoy the convenience of having a smartwatch. So while I'm walking, it will track my steps, so I see how I'm doing health wise, so I know what my heart
Yeah.
rate is and things like that. Unfortunately, what about the diabetic machines that we both use?
Yeah.
We need those.
Yeah.
And
I
guess
mean,
what?
Yeah. What?
All of our information is now given to somebody else.
Yep. I mean, we every day, like everybody, like everybody around the world, even people who are homeless, everybody, like most people have smartphones. And you know what your smartphone is? It's a link to the government and a link to somebody because NSA is listening to you.
It's
they're
a
doing
link
all
to a
sorts of
data.
stuff.
It's
a link
linked,
to.
It's
Yeah.
linked to databases, is what
Right.
it is. It's a
Right.
link to databases.
But it's
that
but you
store
have a
your
microphone.
information.
You have a microphone on there that's probably always listening, even if you turn it off. And
Very
then
possible.
yeah. There's all sorts. It's been proven. There's like all this stuff. It's I'm not trying to get conspiracy theory. Like this.
Sure.
Look
No,
it
no,
up.
no.
You're you can turn it off to certain settings, but again, you can't.
You'll never be able to turn it off.
Unless you physically disconnect your microphone, which is not something people do.
Yep.
You don't have control over your own smartphone.
That's correct. Even when your phone is turned off, it's still on.
That's right. That's right. So, I mean, but this is, you by using a smartphone, by having a smartphone, you agree to these pretty much, take
And
for
we do
granted
every day.
terms and conditions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I
That's
do
what
it
it
every day. And
Yep.
since I say to myself, okay, you know what? As soon as I turn this on, I agree to all rights and privileges, and I basically give I give consent to having my life recorded. And you know what? Okay.
Yeah.
If you really think I'm that interesting, go right ahead.
Right.
Go right ahead.
Yeah. I mean, let's also be real. They're not really looking at. They're not definitely looking at everybody like that. But it's the possibility is always there. That's the thing.
Yeah.
there's the definite real world connotation of that being a thing. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway, we spent enough time on that. We only got a little bit of time for this other book because hey, I got on a tangent. Dude, that's a whole conversation in itself. Because
Yeah,
that's another
it's
thing.
okay.
Is our data is not our data. That's something that I guess
Yep.
we can go over a little bit later. But another
Yep.
topic of the week. But let's go on to this other book, Stupid History. Let's see. Let's do a random one here. Piercing the President. In 1853, President Franklin Pierce, widely known for his losing battle with the bottle, was arrested in Washington D.C. after he accidentally ran down an elderly lady, Mrs.
my.
Nathan Lewis, with his horse.
The president
The president in
of the United
1853.
States.
Yeah, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah. Mrs. Lewis wasn't injured, but Constable Stanley Edelin placed the president in custody. No matter what kind of executive privileges the president has, the U.S. Constitution doesn't give the president immunity from arrest. This book is not correct. Mrs. Lewis was in stable condition. Pierce's horse was
Maybe at
placed
that
in
time.
a stable.
Maybe
Yeah,
at
sure.
that time.
Sure. Yeah. Anyway, Pierce's horse was placed in a stable, and the president's term of office was unstable at best. All right. I mean, this is true. You know, I'm sure it's true that Franklin Pierce. I don't even know who that president is, but okay. The same thing happened with I think Barbara Bush also ran down someone, right? And that thing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah. It's things happen. It's unfortunate.
they do. Yeah, very much
it's
so.
accidents though. They're accidents. Not like intentional.
That's right. They call them accidents for reasons,
that's
not
right.
intentionals.
Yep. And then on the other page it says Eugene Debs is the only person in history to run a presidential race while serving time in prison.
Wow.
He ran on the Socialist Party ticket in 1920, gaining 920,000 votes, but losing to Warren G. Harding. Debs was serving a 10-year sentence for publicly criticizing the government's questionable use of the Espionage Act in prosecuting people.
Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Let's do another one.
Yeah.
A fork in the family tree. A man from Lancashire, England, Ian Lewis, spent 3 decades tracing his family roots back to the 17th century. Lewis traveled extensively in England, interviewing some 2,000 relatives to map out his genealogy, and he learned something he didn't know. He was adopted. It turned out his real name wasn't Lewis at all,
Wow.
but David Thornton. He had been adopted when he was 1 month old. Lewis/Thornton said he would start tracing his new identity immediately after he rooted out why his parents never told him he was adopted.
Oh my gosh. Seriously?
Okay. That was
Okay.
not... Yeah, okay. That's what we want to put in this book.
Yeah.
That was not that great. I don't know. Let's go to another one here. They can't all be winners. I don't know. This book...
Yeah, they
this
can't all
book
be
was-
fabulous.
Yeah, this book was only $8 from Barnes & Noble. What are you going to do? It was
Wow.
in the cheap section. Stupid History, the winner of the What Was He Thinking Award. Francisco Solano Lopez, president of Paraguay, 1862 to 1870, after a trip to Paris, became obsessed with Napoleon. Some say he even believed he was Napoleon. Oh, okay. In 1864, to prove he had Napoleon's leadership abilities, he simultaneously declared war on his country's 3 neighbors, Argentina, Brazil, and Uruguay. The war was also known by 3 different names: the Napoleonic Wars, the War of the Triple Alliance, and the Paraguayan War. The outcome of the war? Paraguay was nearly annihilated.
Yeah.
It is estimated that 90% of its population died during the war as a result of battle, bad food, and disease. There is still debate over whether Lopez was a champion of smaller nations against more powerful neighbors or, well, a nut. Damn.
Sometimes you feel like a
90%.
nut. Wow,
Sometimes
that's
you don't.
terrible. Hmm.
Yeah. 90%.
And then sometimes you think you're bigger and badder than you actually are and get your
Sometimes
ass
you think
kicked.
you're Napoleon.
Uh-huh.
Okay. President of Paraguay.
Common
Okay.
misconception about Napoleon, he was not short.
Yep. That was in the first time I looked at this book, I think.
Yep. Yep.
Let's see. Let's go to another one. Telegraphic liar. The inventor of Morse code, Samuel Morse, we are told, invented the telegraph in 1844. It's true he invented Morse code, but the telegraph itself was invented in 1831 by Joseph Henry, a Princeton University professor. So why is Morse given the credit? Because Professor Henry never applied for a patent. Morse obtained Henry's sketches and papers and based his telegraph largely on the work already done by Henry. He even called out the professor when he was stuck on a problem he couldn't figure out. And Henry was always willing to assist and encourage Morse. But years later, when Morse became incredibly rich and famous, he would give no acknowledgement to Henry's contribution to the creation of the telegraph, not a dot or a dash. Man, that's crazy. I didn't know that. That's a really
I
good one.
didn't know that, but I'm very well aware of how cutthroat
Inventors are?
patenting can be. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows, I'm sure if you don't know, Edison is basically a crook. Because, the idea for the light bulb came from Tesla.
That's right.
Yeah, he stole it. Straight up. And it's like, I remember going to Jersey and they have the town of Edison, right, over there.
Yep.
And then they have the museum for Edison. It's like, what a crock. I'm like,
Yep.
I mean, let's be real. Edison did make things, but his most famous invention, the light bulb,
that's right.
That was Tesla.
He never invented it.
It's crazy. It's like, it's one of those things. Like, if you could go back in time, would you ever tell Edison what a jerk he was for stealing Tesla's idea? I don't know.
And you know what? I don't think he cared.
I don't think he cares. No,
I don't think
because he got money from it. He got fame, whatever. And then he sat in a room at some point and used the what is it? The telephone to say "Twinkle, twinkle, little star." I think is that what they first said.
It
was something like that. It was something similar. It was a nursery rhyme that they said.
Something like that.
They said on the phone to someone else. I don't know who. That's a thing. Yeah. So those are a couple little interesting tidbits from the Stupid History book. They can't all be winners. That one about the being adopted thing. It's like, that's not. Why would they put? I mean, I guess they ran out of interesting things. I mean, it's still interesting. Right. It's like, that's not in a book like this, like a coffee table book. I'm expecting something that's like, like the Samuel Morse thing. Like, I didn't know that. I had no idea that that was a stolen idea. Okay, it is what it is.
Kind of crazy. Yeah, it is.
Craziness. And, and then, of course, Mike Nelson, always good. He has got some interesting stuff. That was a long one, though. For sure. That was definitely a long one. I didn't realize how long it was until you started reading. Like,
that's okay.
Man.
It was good. It was a good story. I mean, honestly, it was very good. I mean, it's basically just say, hey, come on in. You can use anything in my house.
That's right. You can use my toaster.
You can't use my laptop because guess what? I don't really know the passwords for it anyways.
Yeah.
And every time I do, I screw it up.
Yeah. And do you want to read my story? It's unfinished about what was it? I can't remember what he said. Hats.
Hats. Yeah, something about hats.
Some random hat story that he abandoned.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Good. Good stuff. Always good stuff with the coffee table. I'm out of coffee. The poop coffee. Do you still have your stolen? Are they after you yet? The police coming after you for stealing that Busch Gardens hot chocolate?
Nope, not at all. And they won't be coming after me at all. I'm fine. I've already drank it anyway, so the evidence is gone.
Until it comes back out the other end.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
All right. And then it can become coffee. Look, Luwak.
Oh, come on.
The circle of life. Hey.
Oh, not that kind of circle.
No. The wheel of fortune.
I just want it to circle down the drain, okay? Let's let that one circle down the drain.
Down the drain.
That's right.
Down the drain, just like my mind. All right. That'll do it for the coffee table. When we come back, it will be this your call news.
You got it.
Yes. See y'all soon. And now it's time for This You Call News. And with our article for This You Call News, it's Mitch of Lumpia and Latkes. Mitch!
Thank you, Jay. This comes to us from USA Today back on December 11th. 6 injured after gas explosion, fire in San Francisco Bay Area. A gas explosion had sparked a massive blaze in the San Francisco Bay Area neighborhood on Thursday, December 11th, injuring 6 people and damaging several homes, fire officials said. About 75 firefighters responded to a report of an explosion and house fire shortly before 9:40 a.m. local time in an unincorporated community near the city of Hayward, according to Alameda County Department Fire Chief Ryan Nishimoto. After confirming multiple buildings were involved, Nishimoto said the incident was upgraded to a 3-alarm fire. We have 6 victims in this incident, Nishimoto said during a news conference. All 6 were transported to hospitals, unknown of their status or their injuries. At least 3 buildings on 2 separate properties were, quote, significantly damaged, Nishimoto said. Another adjacent property also sustained, quote, some minor to major damage on the side that faces where the explosion, end quote, occurred, he added. Aerial footage from local television stations showed a plume of smoke billowing into the sky as fire crews moved through debris scattered across the area. Video captured by a Ring doorbell camera showed an excavator digging in front of the residence that exploded as a worker stood nearby. The National Transportation Safety Board said in a post on X that it was sending a team to start an investigation into the home explosion that, quote, followed a report of damage to a nearby underground natural gas pipeline, end quote. PG&E construction crew damaged gas line before explosion. Pacific Gas and Electric Company, known as PG&E, confirmed to USA Today that it was alerted around 7:35 a.m. local time that a construction crew had struck an underground gas line while digging at a property. The construction crew is unaffiliated with PG&E, but no, they're contracted. Utility crews were immediately dispatched to the scene and discovered gas leaking at 2 separate locations, PG&E said. Crews were able to stop the flow of gas around 9:25 a.m., but the explosion occurred about 10 minutes later. PG&E will be conducting an extensive investigation around potential cause and will support other investigations that may take place, the company said in a statement. Local officials monitoring situation closely. Hayward Mayor Mark Salinas said the explosion occurred in an unincorporated area near the city. He noted that while the incident was not under his jurisdiction, his office was in contact with local officials and PG&E. Like many of you watching the scenes unfold on television, I am watching closely and praying that no one is seriously hurt, Salinas said in a statement on Facebook. California Assemblymember Liz Ortega of San Leandro said her thoughts were with those affected by the explosion, quote, especially those injured and their families, end quote. Thank you to our first responders and healthcare workers for your courageous service in our community, Ortega said in a statement. My office will continue to monitor the situation closely and provide support however we can. So, did you see the video of this, Jay?
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, just all of a sudden you watch it and dude
hey, you gotta
is
get out of the house, man.
Yeah, I mean,
boom.
Dude is just boom. That's it,
Yeah.
baby. It's gone.
It's completely obliterated. It's like some
gone.
you'd see, some you'd see in like a movie or something. It's like it's
Right.
amazing how it just exploded like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely
it's absolutely
insane.
amazing.
That's why gas
I
is
mean-
so dangerous. It's like
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
But
the
I mean,
fact that
it,
people still have gas, it's like okay,
it obliterated the house.
sure did.
There is nothing
There is no house
truly
left.
of that house.
Foundation.
And I'm amazed that whoever was there working on that is still alive. I
Yeah.
truly am. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just amazing to
It's a
me.
blessing. It's a blessing in a way because they're still alive, but at the same time, it's like, man, what kind of insane damage? Like, wow.
Yeah, insane the amount of damage. But
Yeah.
I mean, good Lord, yeah. If you smell gas, people, best to move on.
Yeah.
And alert the local authorities. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
saying, because you never know what's going to happen. But
Yep. I mean,
wow,
these are the things that the risks you take when you have gas because it's gas is explosive. But again, you take risks too when you have electric too because electric. If people have never seen those videos of like people that turn on circuit breakers and stuff, usually it's like large circuit breakers or like industrial
Yep.
size.
Yep.
You turn those on, and sometimes you get a large electric arc that comes right out, and it's just like an explosion. That's why they have those
Absolutely.
doors, and you're supposed to turn it on with the door between you and the breaker. That way, if something happens, you're kind of shielded.
That's right.
Yeah, always be careful around anything electric or anything gas because you never know. You're putting yourself at risk by
Yep.
messing with this stuff. But
I'm
really
just
unfortunate.
curious to know. I'm just curious to know because I mean, it's only been 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, the investigation's not over with. But I'm curious to know how how that's going to be considered. Who's at fault? I mean,
Yeah.
PG&E said, "Hey, the gas was cut off at this time." 10 minutes later, an explosion occurs. Clearly, the gas was not cut off. Because if the
Yeah.
gas was cut off, either one, the person that was using the construction equipment, clearly made a big mistake and popped
Yeah.
into a live gas line and somehow sparked it, and boom,
Right.
you know.
I just always
Or-
love when people say, when like this whole concept, like PG&E will be conducting an extensive investigation around potential
Yeah.
cause.
Yeah.
It's like it's always they're doing an extensive investigation, but it's on themselves. It was like you can only
Right.
trust that so much.
Right, exactly.
I mean, that's the thing. It should be a third party that's really doing the investigation,
Right.
but that's not a thing. I mean, well, maybe it is. I don't know. We only have this one article,
Yeah.
but I don't know. We'll find out. We might not find out the answer ever, but it'd be interesting to see who's really at fault.
Yeah. So, significant damage is like, okay, so something significantly damaged means that something has extensive, severe harm, often impairing function or requiring major repairs. With specific legal/insurance definitions like FEMA's substantial damage, costs to restore are less than or equal to 50%, or excuse me, yeah, less than or equal to 50% of market value, or material deterioration, crumbling, blistering, delamination, or other large surface areas, triggering requirements for upgrades to meet modern codes, especially in flood zones. I mean, shoot, significantly damaged means that the materials. This is okay. So, by law insider, significantly damaged means that the material has visible damage that is evenly distributed over 10% of its or more of its surface. This is more than significantly damaged. I
No,
call
this
this
is-
obliterated.
It is obliterated. This is complete damage.
Yeah,
This is
significantly damaged.
This is the flex tape level of damage. Like that's a lot of
Right.
damage.
Yeah, that's a shit ton of damage. I'm sorry to say, pardon my French, but wow.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. Gosh, I feel bad for
Yeah.
that person. I feel bad for.
I feel bad for the families and all
Yeah,
that. I mean,
that's
they're out
really
of a
terrible.
home and everything.
Yep.
And I see the terrible part is that they're going to look at them and say, "Your insurance company will take care of this." Really?
Yeah, yeah.
How's the insurance company? I mean, the insurance company should start taking care of it, but then the insurance company should turn around and go after the company that worked on this, which
Yeah.
is then contracted by PG&E. Now, while
Right.
PG&E says, "Oh, well, we had nobody there working," no, you had somebody subcontracted
Yeah.
to work in this. So,
And
and
again,
you
this
gave
is-
approval.
Yeah. Again, this is all like you're putting a lot of trust in insurance companies, which again are never on your side, and then also you're putting trust in an electric company, which also is not on your side. At this point, these
Wait a
people
minute,
need to get a lawyer.
Nationwide isn't on my side?
No,
Oh man.
no, and like a good neighbor, State Farm is not there. Okay.
Yeah, well,
I'm just saying.
All right.
Don't trust. It's great that you have insurance. You got to have it. It's the legal thing. You got to do it. But at the same time, it's like they're here to make money. They're charging you these premiums because they're trying to make money. They're not here for
Yep.
you. So at this point, these people need to get a lawyer if they already have one already.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure they've got like 5 or 6 lawyers just
Who
waiting
probably
to
called
say,
them.
I'm going to pro bono this one,
I'm
baby.
a pro bono because I can make money easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can prove this. This is an open shut case for me. I can get this done.
Oh, absolutely. It's an open shut case for anybody. I mean, any one of those people that got injured, it should be an open shut case for them.
But it's like
honestly,
every time. Yeah.
But honestly, PG&E should be opening up their checkbook again.
Yeah, they should. They should be.
But whether or not they actually do, I mean, more than likely, the obvious thing they're going to try to do is settle. No, let's just settle. Let's not go to court. Let's just settle. We'll take care of all this for you.
I hope it's a nice settlement. The settlement would be like, we'll get $7 off of your next monthly bill. We're still going to charge.
How far could you get away with something like that? That would be interesting. Could you go so far as to say, I'm one of those people that were injured in this, and I'm going to sue you so much that not only are you going to build me a new house, but you're going to build me a new house where I want it to be built, and I am never going to pay for any electricity from you guys again, but you keep supplying the juice.
Well, did it say anyway? Was anybody injured? Was anybody in the family injured?
6 injured. It just says 6 injured. 6
injured, but not to any extent.
Doesn't say.
All right.
Yep.
I mean, if they're injured depending on the severity of the injury, maybe work it out that way.
I don't know.
Depends on the court. Depends on the judge.
Yep.
Because I'm sure
everybody
this
run,
is a federal
case
case.
Here comes the judge.
Yeah. Judge Joe Brown, what do you think? I don't know.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Not a case.
I don't know how well he's doing these days, but
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think he was a local guy too. Wasn't he a local dude?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's the thing. So. Okay.
All right, Jay. That's all I got for my article, sir. What do you have for us next?
Well, I have something that comes to us from Fox 26 News, which is, I guess, out of Fresno. Fresno, California. This is from January 1st, 2024, in keeping with the New Year's theme.
Yes.
So it's, January 1st, 2024, this year. Video, it's a video, and we'll post this up on our Facebook. Strange lights seen in New Year's Eve sky in Fresno. UFOs or planes? Actually, let's start with a video. Here,
it contains language not suitable for youngsters.
Well, this whole podcast is language not suitable for youngsters.
The starlings are going. Look.
The what?
Look at the starlings.
Oh shit! Wait.
Ooh, he said the S word.
I know. Starlink is going? Really? Okay.
Who those are?
Okay, what are they?
3 little orbs, orange orbs.
Yep.
In like a triangle
I see the orange
almost.
orbs. Yeah, I see the 2. Nope, now there's 3.
I see the 3. Yeah, I see the 3. They're flying in the formation. One is very far from the other 2.
Yep.
They're kind of just hovering there.
Well, I think they're moving.
They're just very
moving slowly. Well, that's because they're way up in the sky.
Starlings. I don't think they are. I'm trying to. Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Oh, one kind of disappeared. Oh, no, there it is.
No, it's still there.
He just had really grainy video. So.
Exactly. Well, that's because he's
there's
zooming
another
in
two over here.
further.
Oh, another 2.
Right here, look.
Okay.
What the fuck is this?
Ooh, language.
Yep, not so nice.
Ooh.
Inappropriate language.
Look, and look how they're moving. They're moving fucking weird. Look.
Hey, language, man.
No. They're
I don't see them moving weird.
Dude, are those missiles though? Can we talk about that for a second? Because we're about to go into war.
What?
I mean,
wow. It always has to be the smartest people taking videos.
No, they're still over there. You hear the guns too? Nah. Look, there's another one over here.
Where?
Wait, what the fuck is going on?
Hey. Hold on.
What's going on?
Are these missiles though?
I think they're lanterns.
I don't think so.
that's really weird.
That is strange.
Wait,
Oh, there's another one just like that.
No, we're not in China though.
No, but Chinese New Year's.
no.
Fresno, California, huh?
That's
Fresno,
not today
California.
though.
No, there was something because
Okay.
I saw people dressed like Chinese, like little.
No.
Have celebrations.
No, they're not. No, these are UFOs. Oh, stupid.
They're gonna be
Look,
Chinese.
Mimi's, there's another one.
It's kind of weird.
It's another one. It's stuck on the pole.
Oh.
Hey, man, be careful.
It's strange.
Yo, where are the other ones?
They're moving fucking weird.
Don't worry, it's weather balloons. No problem.
Right?
They're just
They
weather
are.
balloons.
Dude, are those missiles though?
No.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Oh, it's a
'Cause
replay
we're
of
about
this-
to
of
go
the other
into
part.
war. Wait a second. Where did the other ones go? No, they're still there. Wait.
Over here.
Where?
Wait, what the fuck is going on?
Hey.
And this is, let's see
Hold
here.
on.
This is in Fresno, California. It all says it's
I
Fresno.
think they're lanterns.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think they're Chinese lanterns.
Wait.
All right. That's a thing.
Yeah, so that's the thing that happened.
Okay.
So first thing that kind of goes that clicks for me, sir, is the fact that there is a Air Force base right in Fresno,
Right.
right outside of Fresno.
Right.
I'm just saying. So
Right. But the government will never admit to any of that. You
who
know.
cares?
But anyway,
Again,
so here's a story that comes with it. A group of friends were enjoying a fun New Year's Eve night in Fresno when they suddenly spotted 7 strange lights traveling across the sky. The videos sent in were taken around 11:45 p.m. near Cedar and McKinley Avenues. In one of the videos, you can see a woman turning away as she is being filmed, only to notice a pair of lights in the sky. The camera pans over to the sky to show the 2 lights just as another pops into view, trailing behind, before they all seem to make a strange, well, I had a strange thought in there, to make a triangle formation. After about a minute, the person recording then notices 2 more bright lights traveling close together, side by side. Then, to their surprise, 2 more came into view and travel in the same direction. I was immediately under the impression I was seeing the Starlink satellites, which was mind-blowing to me. But after seeing them separate, we weren't so sure. Naomi N. said they were all left stumped as they tried to make sense of what they were seeing, throwing out any explanation they could think of. Possibilities range from Chinese lanterns, flares, airplanes, space debris, military, and of course UFOs. The woman says the lights were too bright and far out to be lanterns, and that they lived by an airport and could tell they weren't airplanes. Yeah, sure, they could tell they weren't airplanes, sure. By the end, they could still not explain what they had witnessed. We were left drunk and stumped. So, what do you think it could be? UFOs or something else? And there are 2 comments. I took a picture with my phone. Someone else commenting on this. I seen them at 5:51 PST, Pacific Standard Time, PM, 146 degrees southwest from Vallejo. They were in the same orange glowing color, moving slow as if they were coming in my direction, but upwards, about 9 or more of them, and in a regular formation. I watched them for 5 minutes. I guess they, eventually would disappear, fading out, but turned red in color before totally disappearing as they were going upwards. I'm a retired aircraft technician, and I can tell you they were not aircraft. They must have been flying around for hours to be seen at a different time. And second comment, I saw the lights too, same 3 lights, at around 12:07 p.m. in Houston, Texas. I got it on video as well. So, what do we think? What exactly do you think this stuff is?
honestly, I think it's something that the military is doing some sort of testing or something like that at, and they just shot like rockets overhead or something, or it could be drones possibly, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's drones. I personally don't think
I
it's
think
drones.
it's Santa. He's just like
It's Santa. There
Santa
you go.
Claus. Yeah, and I
Yeah,
don't
man.
know. We'll never
Yeah.
know because they're never going to confirm. I mean, I try looking for the answer anywhere on the interwebs, and no one has confirmation of what they are. Apparently, it's been more sightings in Fresno because, again, like you said, there's a base over there. And
Well, there's a naval air station south of,
Yeah.
very south of Fresno.
Hmm.
But then as well, there's also, let's see, what other places are. Let's see, Naval Air Station. Yeah, it's like home of the Navy's largest master jet base.
Mm-hmm.
It's irreplaceable air station. Yep. So obviously they've got something going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's also the Fresno Air National Guard base that's in Fresno. but that's not enough to really do anything. And then
Yeah.
there's an air attack base, but that's more for coordinators, tankers, helicopters, and stuff like that. So no, that's more for the U.S. Forest Service. And again, so the only major air base is Naval Air Station Lemoore, NAS Lemoore. Yeah, it's got F-18s and FC-35s,
Okay.
something like that. Major regional military hub. So I mean, hey, it could be. You never know.
It is interesting that
But
in that video, like, I mean, the guys were talking like somewhat loudly, maybe they're, but even still, you didn't really hear any like jet noise or anything. So whatever they were pretty quiet.
yeah, that's true. You
Yeah.
do bring a good point. I mean,
Yeah.
there is no real like jet noise, and honestly,
Yeah.
if a rocket gets fired off,
Yeah, you
there
would hear
should be
that
some
too.
noise.
Like
But
a whistle
then again,
or something.
but well, see, here's the thing, as well. These phones don't necessarily pick that up very well, especially when the foreground has other music or other sounds going
Yeah.
on. Sometimes they can't pick
I
up on it
suppose so.
unless you're close enough to it to hear it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like seeing a plane flying across the sky. You don't always hear that, especially when it's way up in the sky. You're not going to hear that you're not going to hear that when you're down here on Earth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On
Yeah.
on the ground, you really can't. But if it's a quiet day outside and the wind's not blowing or anything like that, and you're flying like directly overhead, you eventually hear that.
But I say,
So
like, we live in an area where people drive around with bumper stickers that says "I heart jet noise." So
that's right. I
we
do.
hear
I
it
do
all the
love
time.
jet noise. That's the sound of freedom, man.
Yeah, sure is. Sound of loud stuff.
That's right. So, what do you think, sir?
I think. I don't know. I'm not sure what to think because I just thought I'm just making the comment again that they're quiet. They're very quiet.
Yep.
They moved very strangely. And they're in a
I don't
weird
think they move
formation.
strangely because you can see them coming off of like the horizon and then kind of
Yeah.
going up and arcing and then
Yeah.
moving and then somewhat moving back down. Um, again, I don't see them having any particular formation of any kind. I mean, yeah, the first one there's some kind of
Yeah.
like triangle thing that
Yeah,
you
the
can make out,
triangle with
but
those first three.
not really. And then, of
Well,
course, you've got two that are close together, and then you've got one
yeah.
by itself. All right, okay, that's fine. For all we know, sir, this is like some sort of like freaking like uh, uh, um, drones. These could just simply be
Could be.
drones.
Could
Okay,
be.
and that's all it is, and they just happen to be light, bright, if you will. Because again, drones can vary in sizes. I mean, shoot,
That's true.
there's a was it iFly? Isn't that the name of the drone place that was around here? We saw them and we talked about them when we were working together.
Yeah.
The drones were delivering packages
for
in
Walmart.
the area from like the local Walmart neighborhood market, and they were only allowed to go within like a mile
Well,
and a half radius of the
I think
of the store.
iPly is the. I think it's a name, but I don't think it's iPly. I think iPly is the one that's at the beach that has the.
I
one
thought
they
that was
do
UFly.
indoor parasailing or
Okay.
indoor what is it called? Not parasailing. What is it called?
Skydiving.
Skydiving. Indoor skydiving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely different sized drones. Yeah, it could be drones. I don't know. I mean, because people do, for Christmas and stuff, they use drones for, light shows and stuff. They use drones more and more these days instead of fireworks because fireworks are bad
Yeah.
for dogs, bad for people with PTSD for like war efforts and stuff, and also they're harmful to the environment because they release all that
Right.
carbon dioxide and smoke into the air. Whereas if you use drones, like all right, you're using electricity, but it's a lot more quiet. You can make more programmable and interesting displays. I mean, there is still a place for classic fireworks, but drone technology has gotten to a point where it's like, all right, but we're getting part of the point. But either way,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Drone Up. That was the
yeah.
name of the place. Drone Up.
Drone up. That's it. Yeah, I wonder how they're doing. You don't see them at the Walmart anymore.
No, they stopped that. Yeah, they
Yeah.
stopped that whole thing. I
Yeah.
have no idea.
I wonder how
have
many
no
people really
idea.
took them up on that too, because they would always be out there in the parking lot, and people walk up to them and ask questions, but you didn't really see people using it. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. It's such a limited thing. It's like I don't know. That was a weird partnership that Walmart got into. I don't know. But in any case, these lights in Fresno, we'll never know the answer. All I know is that the truth is out there, man.
Yep, they gave up. They dissolved it. As of January 2025, Walmart and DroneUp have officially ended their multi-year delivery partnership. Walmart divested its investment in the company, citing the need for more cost-effective solution as DroneUp's delivery costs were approximately $30 per package.
Is John
Late
still a
January,
company?
DroneUp announced a major agreement with Volatus Aerospace to launch unified commercial cargo services across North America. Partnership leverages DroneUp's FAA regulatory approvals and its specialized winch-equipped cargo drones.
Okay, good for them.
Yep.
That makes more sense because, again, like offering drone services to the general public seems like a weird idea.
Yeah.
We weren't at a place where that was like really feasible or like commercially viable. For commercial customers, though, like cargo stuff, that makes sense to a certain extent. Because then you're gonna have someone who's already, it's just weird to ask someone in a. I never quite understood it to ask someone who's in a Walmart parking lot, say, "Hey, you want to send your stuff to your house by drone?"
Yep.
That doesn't appeal to me. I don't know.
No,
It's
doesn't appeal to me
interesting,
either.
but it's not something I would ever use. So,
Yeah.
in any case, weird lights in the sky and gas explosions. Two really interesting articles. Another great show.
Yes, sir. Another one down. We can kick this can down the road.
That's right. Kick on down the road, and we'll keep on trucking. Yeah.
That's right, my friend. We're
right.
going to do some more. And
Yep.
to all those out there, Happy New Year to you, Jay.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
talk to you next year, if not
Yes.
sooner, my friend.
Oh, yes, probably sooner. But yeah, we'll see
Probably.
you all in the new year. We appreciate everyone that's been along with us for the ride. We are far from done.
Happy New
we'll
Year.
keep on going on. Happy New Year. Happy 2026.
That's right.
God
And
bless
many
you.
more.
God bless America.
Yeah, America. John Cena.
That's right. And his name is John Cena. Oh, no. God bless us, everyone.
Thank you, Tiny J.
Yeah, Tiny J. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Anyway, as always, my name is Jay.
And I'm Mitch.
Love, peace, and respect. We'll see y'all right here again next year on another episode of Lumpia and Latkes.
Bye for now.
If you should or would like to contact us, please find us at our Facebook page, Lumpia and Latkes. We will be glad to hear from you.